Is Britney Spears okay? Britney Spears is a megastar. She's an icon and she is my idol. And at 38 years old, she has no control over her personal decisions or her finances. Quick disclaimer, everything that I'm about to share with you is easily accessible online, on the internet, on Instagram, on Twitter, everywhere. I'll also be sharing some of my own personal opinions, but they are just that, my personal opinions. So in saying that, let's get into it. So you may or may not be familiar with the hashtag Free Britney. Free Britney was set up by fans to argue and dispute the validity of her conservatorship, the conservatorship that she's been in for the past 12 years. They believe that she should be free from this conservatorship, and if you don't know what that is, don't worry because I'm going to explain it all in this video. So how did all this happen? Well, let's go back to between 2006 and 2008. This was a time where Britney seemed to be really struggling with her mental health, and she had put on some public displays of erratic behaviour. Some examples of the erratic behaviour I'm referring to are when she went and shaved her head, when she hit a photographer's car with her umbrella, she faced home visits from child welfare services, she was ordered to undergo random drug and alcohol testing as part of her visitation arrangements for her children, and ultimately lost custody and visitation rights to her children. In 2008, a conservatorship was issued and is still in place 12 years later. So just to explain to you what a conservatorship is. Conservatorship is a legal concept in the United States. A guardian or a protector is appointed by a judge to manage the financial affairs and or daily life of another due to physical or mental limitations or old age. A person under conservatorship is a conservatee, a term that can refer to an adult. A person under guardianship is a ward, a term that can also refer to a minor child. Conservatorship may also apply to corporations and organisations. The conservator may be only of the estate, financial affairs, but may be also of the person, wherein the conservator takes charge of overseeing the daily activities such as healthcare or living arrangements of the conservatee. A conservator of the person is more typically called a legal guardian. Britney's conservatorship prevents her from having any control over her life, and she doesn't have access to her multi-million-dollar fortune. Britney currently has no legal control over her estate or financial or personal assets. Those rights were granted to her father, Jamie Spears, and also a lawyer, Andrew Wallet. This lawyer actually resigned as her co-conservator last year, leaving her father, Jamie Spears, as sole conservator. This was all in 2008. It's now 2020 and this conservatorship is still in place. And just to add, this conservatorship means that Britney cannot vote, get married, have more children, drive, speak to anybody that hasn't first been vetted, sign her own contracts, or even purchase a coffee without first getting permission. To me, this just sounds crazy. I just don't get it. I'm struggling with this because this is a woman of 38 years old. 2 years she's going to be 40, and she doesn't have control over her own fortune. The fortune in which she worked so hard to make. Reportedly, Britney is given an allowance of $1,500 a week. Now, don't get me wrong, to me, maybe to you too, but to me that is a lot of money. But she's a multimillionaire. She's worked hard for it. She's earned that money. If she wants to spend it, let her spend it. Just my humble opinion. Okay, so in the beginning of 2019, Britney checked into a mental health facility. However, In April, a fan podcast called Britney's Gram released a voicemail from an anonymous source. Now, this anonymous source said that he was a former paralegal involved with the conservatorship. And he said that Britney was forced to go to the mental health facility. Now, a source close to Britney said that Britney checked into the mental health facility voluntarily, and that she did this to deal with the serious health issues that her father was going through, and also because her medication had stopped working. 3 weeks after checking in, she wrote on Instagram, "Don't believe everything you read and hear." Now, the mental health facility that Britney went to is called Bridges to Recovery, and it has this 1-star review, which I'm going to read for you now. Unethical, illegal, abusive, trauma-inducing. I am a highly successful businesswoman who came here due to a divorce. I have been shamed, told I was too happy, and watched the staff lie around on couches laughing and eating at night while they thought everyone was asleep. I'm going to report them to the Department of Health in California. I, along with a friend I made here in similar circumstances, wish to shut this location down. Now, there are a ton of 1-star reviews for this mental health facility with comments from Britney's fans, comments such as "Free Britney," things like that. Britney was set to start a new residency in February of 2019, but it was abruptly cancelled. According to Britney's Instagram, she felt like she had to cancel because she was putting her family first, as her father, Jamie, had suffered a ruptured colon, and she cancelled to help take care of him. But going back to the voicemail I mentioned earlier from the person claiming to be a former paralegal for the conservatorship, this person stated or alleged that the reason the residency was actually cancelled was because her father cancelled it. And he cancelled it because Britney had refused to take her medication. He then reportedly told Britney's team to blame it on his illness. Now let's move on to more recent events. There is a lot more that I could share about what has happened, but I'd be here for hours and hours. So let's leave that there for a moment and let's move forward to what's going on now. So Britney fans have been worried about her for a while now, myself included. And things do seem to be getting more and more suspicious and mysterious. Many of Britney's fans believe that she is being heavily medicated, continuously being medicated, to make it look like she still has severe mental illness. Just to insert my little personal opinion here, in the recent videos that I've seen of her on Instagram as well, she doesn't seem to be herself. Not that I know her personally, but she doesn't seem to be the Britney that we all know, if that makes sense. She does come across as sometimes robotic, as if she's told what to say. I don't know. Many believe she's being kept against her will. She's being completely controlled, which she kind of is in this conservatorship, but more controlled than we are led to believe. And many believe that she is sending us hidden messages on her pictures and her videos, maybe asking for help. So Britney posted this TikTok on the 27th of June this year, and a concerned fan commented, "Wear a yellow shirt in your next video if you need help." And here's her next video. She's wearing a yellow top and she seems to be showing it off as well. Is it a coincidence or is it a cry for help? On the 24th of June, Britney posted this on her Instagram. It's pictures of her wearing a yellow top again. And it says, "I shot these 2 weeks ago. Oh, how time flies when you're having fun. Today I woke up and I'm so grateful for my beautiful life. Ask yourself today, what 3 things are you most grateful for? P.S. it's good to tag the date of your favourite pictures shot. And she's tagged it as June the 5th. Now, I was wondering, do you think there's some sort of hidden meaning to that date? So I googled Britney Spears 5th of June, and the only thing that I could really find is that her Domination album was due to be released on the 5th of June 2019. Domination is also the name of the residency that she was due to start in February 2019, the one that was cancelled. Now, if you look up the exact meaning of the word domination in the dictionary, domination, the exercise of power or influence over someone or something, or the state of being so controlled. So by naming her residency and her album Domination, most people may think that it's her that's doing the dominating. You know, she's Britney Spears, she's dominating, she could take over the world because she's awesome and I love her. Okay, sorry, fangirl moment. But what if the real reason it was named Domination is because she is telling people, I am being dominated, I am being controlled. What do you guys think? Comment below to let me know if you agree with me or if you think I'm way off, which is fine, just don't be mean about it. But yeah, comment below to let me know your thoughts on this one. And there is another thing. Just yesterday, Britney posted this gorgeous picture of a red sky on Instagram and she captioned it with this. This is so cool, the sky looks red, almost like Mars. Psst, I heard on the news about a new planet in our solar system called Planet 9. I wonder what's on this planet, or is it a planet at all? And here's where it gets interesting because Rose McGowan commented underneath this. Do you think this is a message from Britney Spears? I created my album Planet 9 to help those who have trauma and need release. It's music for healing with deep healing energy. Britney, if you can see this, we see you. Stay strong. Planet 9 is a place we can all go to. And she's also hashtagged Free Britney. Whoa. It's just so much. Now, don't hate me for saying this. I'm a Britney fan too, but I'm trying to look at this objectively as well. Is there a possibility that this is a massive publicity stunt? Is there? I don't know. And I'm not talking about the conservatorship. That's 100% real. I'm talking about our Britney's team maybe actually making this look like she's trapped on purpose to drive her fans in to support her, because the hashtag Free Britney is going crazy right now and her fans are coming together more than ever to want to help her. So is this her team making that happen, making Britney look like that, making her say these things, posting these hidden messages for fans to work out, to worry about her, to love her even more and want to protect her even more? I'm not saying it's Britney behind it. Is it her team behind it? Making this more publicity for Britney, which may result in them making more money. I don't know. Or is Britney genuinely in need of help and it's her doing this? The thing that's confusing me is I'm under the impression she doesn't have control over her social media. So is it her team posting these things or is it her? This is making my head hurt. I really don't like the idea of Britney being in trouble or needing help. I don't like the idea of her being in this conservatorship where she hasn't got control of her own hard-earned money. I don't like it. I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's right. And even if she does have mental health issues, does that mean other people should be able to control her life? Everything about her life? You know, there's plenty of people with mental health issues in the world. Does this happen to them? But I do want to say, for somebody who's deemed too mentally unstable to handle her own finances, to make her own decisions, her own life choices, all that, since this conservatorship has been in place, She has had 4 world tours. She's had a 4-year residency in Las Vegas. She's released albums. Surely somebody who's capable of committing to that sort of work ethic, who's capable of working that much, is capable of controlling her own life. Let me know in the comments below what you think, because I would be really, really interested to have other people's opinions on this. It's a bizarre one. But before I end this video, I just want to say I truly hope that Britney Spears is okay. I hope that she's safe, and I'm sending her all of my love.